Students, today I'm going to start new this topic, the calculus of variations. Okay, so what is the calculus of variations? So the first problem of calculus of variation is this first problem, and what type of problems we have in this topic we will see later on. So the first problem is that the definite integral jy is equals to from integral x1 to x2. Here is capital I, which is a function of x, y, dy by dx, and then integrated with respect to x, so dx. This is basically the problem which is associated with calculus of variations. So we will solve this type of problems in calculus of variations. Okay, here this particular problem is basically fixed end problems because the ends are fixed, x1 and x2. So this is a well defined quantity. When the integrand I, this function, is given as a function of x, y and dy by dx. Okay, when y is given as a function of x and is a number, this quantity after solving is a number when x1 and x2 have definite numerical values. So this is basically an integral. After solving this, where we get a value, and y is a function of x, dy by dx is the derivative of y with respect to x, and this problem, the problem is known as the first problem. The first problem of the calculus of variations involves comparison of the various values assumed by one, because we don't know why. So various values of y will be used to find out the value of this particular integral, and hence we can say that the first problem of the calculus of variations involves comparison of various values assumed by one when different choices of y as a function of x are substituted in the integrand of 1 here. Okay, so because we don't know y is a function of x but exact y is not given to you, so target is to find out the value of this integrand. So we will use different functions of y and then find out the value of this. So since we are using the variations of y, and that's why here is the term variations. Okay, because we are using variations, very different forms of y or different functions of y. So we are basically using the variations of y, and hence, and this is basically related with the calculus because we are using integral and derivatives, and hence this is the calculus in which variations are involved. That's why the name of the topic is calculus of variations. Fine. Here, so we will substitute different functions here, but this is not so simple because we are having numerous functions, so we will not able to find out a particular function substituted here and then get the solutions, and we are not also able to substitute you can say different functions because there are infinitely many functions, so we are not able to find out the solutions, exact solution of this integral. And hence what is our task? Our task is to get the minimum or maximum value of this function. So what we want is to find the particular function y is equal to yx that gives to 1 this equation its minimum or maximum value. In calculus of variations, we will discuss these kind of problems in details. Okay, So we are interested in the solution, but we are also interested to find out the minimum value of this function, this problem, or maximum value of this problem. Okay, so in calculus of variation we will discuss these kind of problems in detail. These includes the problems of, so some problems are in calculus which are the very famous problems of calculus of variations. So we are listed here. First problem is the shortest distance between 2 points on a given surface. For example, this is the graphical way of this problem. Here this is the surface, here we have 2 points A and B. So what will be the shortest distance between A and B? So we will find out this distance with the help of calculus of variation. Okay, second problem is the quickest descent between 2 points. Here we have graphical way, these are the 2 points. So what will be the quickest descent from A to B, यानी A से B के बीच में quickest descent क्या होगा वो हमें फाइंड आउट करना है. ओके, थर्ड, द सरफेस ऑफ द रिवॉल्यूशन ऑफ मिनिमम एरिया एटसेट्रा. दिस इज द थर्ड प्रॉब्लम. वी हैव दिस फंक्शन, we are revolving this function about x-axis. So when you are revolving, so we are getting a surface, and surface is like this. This is at the point x1, this is at the point x2, and this is a surface like a cup or a glass. Okay, we are having this type of surface. Okay, so the technique of solving the problems of minimizing or maximizing of one and related definite integrals are closely connected with the problem of maxima and minima in the elementary differential calculus. So these problems you can see that because we are interested in maxima and minimum value of this integral, so they are closely related with the maxima and minima, hence fine. So that's why in calculus of variation we are interested in maxima and minimum values. Okay, now next term is what is functional. What is functional? A mapping which assigns a definite, that means a real number, to each function belonging to the same class is called functional. यानी अगर हम किसी फंक्शन को कोई रियल वैल्यू असाइन करते हैं थ्रू अ मैपिंग, देन दैट मैपिंग इज बेसिकली नोन एज फंक्शनल. ओके, thus we can say that a functional is a kind of function where independent variable itself is a function or a curve. क्योंकि एक फंक्शन को हम एक वैल्यू असाइन कर रहे हैं थ्रू अ मैपिंग. ओके, सो इंडिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल इज नथिंग बट अ फंक्शन इटसेल्फ. सो फंक्शनल्स आर ऑफन एक्सप्रेस्ड एज डेफिनिट इंटीग्रल्स. क्योंकि इंटीग्रल्स को जब हम सॉल्व करते हैं तो वी विल गेट अ वैल्यू हियर, ठीक, और जिस फंक्शन को हम इंटीग्रेट कर रहे हैं वो एक फंक्शन है. So basically through definite integral we are assigning a quantity or a value for a given function. So that's why functionals are often expressed as definite integrals involving functions and their derivatives. Fine. For an example, in example number 1, the arc length L of a plane curve yx connecting two given points are x1 y1 and x2 y2. So we are connecting these 2 points. Okay, so when we are connecting, suppose this is the point A x1 y1, this is the point B x2 y2, and we are connecting these 2 points through a string. For example, this is the string. Okay, so this is basically, this arc length from A to B is basically a functional. How? Let's see. Suppose this arc length of small area, this arc length of this small area is like a straight line and denoted by say ds. Okay, here the difference in x direction is dx, here the distance in y, or the deflection in y direction is dy, the diffraction in x direction is dx. So graphically you can see that here we have dy, here we have dx, and this is the ds. So what will be the relation by the Pythagoras? Pythagoras says ds square is equals to dx square plus dy square. When you divide by this term, so we get 1 plus dy by dx whole square is equal to ds by dx whole square. This can be written as, or just take the square root of this and then represent dy by dx as y dash. So we get square root of 1 plus y dash whole square is equal to ds by dx. Okay. Okay, so what will be the length? Length is just the integral of ds from x1 to x2. Okay, so the length of this curve yx is given by x1 to x2. Just integrate this ds from x1 to x2. इसको integrate कर लिया यहाँ से यहाँ तक, तो हमें length मिल जाएगी. तो L yx is equal to integral x1 to x2. But what is ds? According to this, ds is nothing but square root of 1 plus y whole square dx. So just replace this ds, or just you can rewrite this as, also this can be further written as integral x1 to x2 ds by dx ये भी लिख सकता हूँ, but ds by dx is what? Square root of 1 plus y whole square. So this is written here and this is the dx. Okay, so this is the basically, now you can see that we are having definite integral. Here we have y dash, and this is basically a function. This is a function, and after solving this we get a value. Okay, so this is basically a functional. Okay, now the second example of functional is this: the area S of a surface, area denoted by capital S of a surface bounded by a given curve C, is also a functional. And since this area is determined by the choice of surface z is equal to zxy, so area S is given by this. This is the surface area of the this zxy is given by the double integral. Basically this is the extension of this. Here this is the arc length, this is the area. Here we have only one dimensional problem, here we have two dimensional problem. So in place of total derivative we have partial derivatives. So square root of 1 plus del z by del x whole square plus del z by del y whole square dx dy. Here we have single derivative, here we have double derivative. Okay, so this is the extension of this problem. Here we have length, here we have area. Okay, so double integral d. Now you can see this problem graphically. This is the curve, this is the curve, and now for example this is curve. Say a plate is there, suppose this is a plate. Okay, when we cover up the plate, जब हम प्लेट को कवर करते हैं किसी चीज़ से, फॉर एग्जाम्पल किसी बाउल से, so we have different types of bowls to cover up a particular plate. For example, this is a bowl, this is one bowl, this is second bowl, this is third bowl, and so on. तो अलग अलग तरह के बाउल हैं, छोटा बाउल, बड़ा बाउल, बट जो एरिया कवर कर रहा है वो सेम है. ठीक है ना, ये कवर है, फिर इसके ऊपर भी रख सकते हैं, फिर इसके ऊपर भी रख सकते हैं, एंड सो ऑन लाइक दैट. सो अल्टीमेटली अवर टास्क इज व्हाट? इफ वी चूज S1, यानी सबसे ऊपर वाला को अगर सेलेक्ट करते हैं, टू कवर अप दिस एरिया, देन सरफेस एरिया विल बी डिफरेंट, तब बड़ा सरफेस एरिया मिलेगा. लेकिन अगर हम S2 को चूज़ करते हैं तो सरफेस एरिया दूसरा मिलेगा, उससे कम मिलेगा. S3 को चूज़ करते हैं तो और कम मिलेगा. सो द प्रॉब्लम इज दैट फाइंड आउट द ऑप्टिमम सरफेस एरिया विच कवर अप दिस कर्व C. ओके, एंड D इज बेसिकली द प्रोजेक्शन. प्रोजेक्शन है, जब सरफेस एरिया को जो हम प्रोजेक्शन मिलेगा, दैट इज बेसिकली द D विच इज बाउंडेड बाय दिस कर्व C. आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड. Third example of the functional is, so this is also a functional. In place of y dash we are having del z by del x and del z by del y. Okay, so here this is the functional. Third example is the abscissa of the center of mass of the curve y is equal to yx. कोई कर्व है, उसका सेंटर ऑफ जो मास निकालते हैं, उसका जो फॉर्मूला है आपने लोगों ने पढ़ा होगा. So here x varies from a to b. So this mass of the curve, this where x varies from a to b, made out of some homogeneous material, is given by x bar. X bar is nothing but the center of mass. of the curve. This is given by integral a to b x square root of 1 plus y dash whole square dx divided by a to b square root of 1 plus y dash whole square dx. ये आप लोगों ने फार्मूला पढ़ा होगा फिजिक्स वगैरह में. So this is the center of mass. How to find out the center of mass? So this is the formula. So you can see that we are having definite integrals. Here this integrand depend upon x and y dash. So this is a functional. So this is also a functional. So this is an example of a functional. Okay. Now the next example. Next example is this. In the problem of minimal surface of revolution of a curve. So we are revolving this curve about x-axis. So we are getting a, for example, a cup or a glass shape. So a curve y equal to is rotated about x-axis through an angle 2 pi. So 2 pi से उसको rotate कर दिया, for example. So the resulting surface bounded by the plane x is equal to a and x is equal to b. इनसे जो बाउंड होने वाला जो सरफेस हमें बना है, तो x equal to a, x equal to b has the area. तो कितना surface area मिलेगा? Surface area is given by, for example, this surface area is given by s is equals to a to b से इंटीग्रेट कर रहे हैं इस पर्टिकुलर, ये हमारा कर्व है. दिस इज अवर कर्व. ओके, कर्व एट सर्टेन पॉइंट हियर दिस height is basically say y, because curve is y equal to yx. So at some x this height will be y, so that's why this height is y. Then this y height is when this curve is rotated about x axis. जब हम इसको रोटेट करेंगे तो ये वायर जो है एज अ रेडियस काम करेगा और हमें एक सर्किल मिलेगा जिसका जो सरकमफ्रेंस होगी वो कितना होगा? दिस विल बी y. अगर ये रेडियस की तरह, क्योंकि रोटेट कर रहे हैं, वी आर रोटेटिंग, सो वी आर गेटिंग सर्किल, वी आर गेटिंग अ सर्किल लाइक दिस, वी आर गेटिंग दिस सर्किल. So y is the height or the radius, so the circumference will be 2 pi y. Okay, so this circumference of the circle will be 2 pi y, and suppose this difference, this distance is ds. स्मॉल स्ट्रिप की जो डिस्टेंस है वो ds है, सरफेस एरिया निकालना है ना हमें, तो this distance is ds. So when you multiply this circumference by ds, so we get the surface area of this strip. इस जो रेड कलर की स्ट्रिप है इसका सरफेस एरिया हमें मिल जाएगा. सो 2 पाई वाई ds. अब इसको इंटीग्रेट कर देंगे फ्रॉम a to b, वी विल गेट द टोटल सरफेस एरिया. सो a to b तक इंटीग्रेट किया, सो 2 पाई a to b y, and ds we have already evaluated. What is the ds? ds is square root of 1 plus y whole square. Here will be dx, this will be dx. Okay, so this is ds, here is dx. Okay, so this is basically the surface area which is written here. So in general हम लोगों ने क्या, from these 4 examples what we have concluded, that in general consider a continuous function f x y z, then a functional may be defined as this: jy is equals to, कोई भी फंक्शन हो सकता है x y z या x y या x y y डैश एंड सो ऑन. तो जो हमारा फंक्शनल होगा वो कुछ इस टाइप का होगा: जे वाई इज इक्वल टू ए टू बी आई एक्स वाई वाई डैश डी एक्स. फॉर एग्जाम्पल हियर आई इज अ फंक्शन ऑफ y and y dash only. Okay, but here in the previous example, if you will see, functional is a form of x and y dash, so there is no y, so that's why. Okay, so in general problem is jy is equal to a to b I x y y dash dx, where yx basically belongs to c. This is the class of the functions which are first differentiable and continuous also in the interval a to b. They are first differentiable, derivable and continuous also. So this is a class of functions. Okay, so now note number 1. Suppose we have a function. This is a curve or function y. This is the difference in y direction or deflection denoted by delta y. This is the deflection. If the coordinate of this point will be y and this is the deflection in y direction, so what will be the coordinate of this point? Coordinate will be y plus delta y. Okay, this is a small y, small y. Suppose this total sum is denoted by capital Y. Okay, so here this curve is basically इस कर्व को हमने फॉर एग्जाम्पल वी हैव अ रबड़ को हमने ऐसा एक्सटेंड किया इन वाई डायरेक्शन, सो वी आर गेटिंग दिस टाइप ऑफ, these ends are fixed. Okay, these ends are fixed, however this rubber is stretched in this direction, y direction. Okay, तो इसका सरफेस ये हो गया नया. So what we have this y is equals to small y plus delta y. This can be written as capital Y minus small y is equal to delta y. Okay, similarly if we replace this y small y by dy by dx, तो क्या हो जाएगा, इस y स्मॉल y की जगह हम dy by dx लिख दें यहाँ. सो dy by dx प्लस डेल्टा dy by dx, तो इसको हम लिख सकते हैं कैपिटल dy by dx जस्ट लाइक दिस. सो इसकी वैल्यू क्या होगी, डेल्टा dy by dx की, दिस इज इक्वल टू d by dx of capital Y minus d by dx of small y. From both these we can take d by dx common, so we get y minus y, but y minus y we have assumed as delta y, so this is d by dx of delta y. So from here we can say that the deflection, this delta is used for the deflection, this is not the derivative, this is the deflection that represent the distance. Okay, however d represents the derivative, so this is the small distance of del y by dx is equal to d by dx of dy. So we can interchange d and delta, this is the meaning, we can interchange this. Okay, now note number 2, first part A, f at x plus h. So we are expanding this function about x with the distance h. What will be the expression, f of x plus h is equal to f of x plus h f dash x plus h square by factorial 2 second derivative at x and so on. This is from the Taylor series. If you take this f of x in the left hand side, so we can have f of x plus h minus f of x is equal to h f dash x plus h square by factorial 2 second derivative at x plus and so on. Okay, now we will extend this concept in 2 dimension. ये एक dimension था 1 dimension में, तब इसको 2 dimension में लेके जाते हैं. So what we have this, we have b f of x plus h y plus k is equals to f of xy plus h del f by del x plus k del f by del y plus 1 by factorial 2 h del by del x plus k del by del y whole square f and so on. And this is the third derivative term. Okay, this is again from the Taylor series in 2 dimension. So now when you take this f of xy in the left hand side, so we get f of x plus h y plus k minus f of xy is equals to this first order term plus the second order term and so on higher order terms. Okay, now इसी को मैं extend कर देता हूँ. See, अब हम क्या कर सकते हैं, here in place of function we are having capital F, ये small f कर सकते, जो जैसा भी आप चाहें. So this is, say suppose small f, oh, no problem. Okay, so here we have small f, no problem, so that we have a similar expression here. So small f, small f, small f, small f, small f, small f and small f. Okay, so here in place of h, x as it is, y as it is, in place of h we are having delta x, in place of k we are having delta y, and in place of z we are having y dash. So y dash plus delta y dash. Okay, so again use Taylor series, so we get f x y y dash plus del x, that means in place of h we are having delta x, then del f by del x plus delta y, del f by delta y plus delta y dash, in place of z we are having y dash, so del f by del y dash. This is first order term. Okay, when you take this term in the left hand side, so f x plus delta x, y plus delta y, y dash plus delta y dash minus f of x y y dash is equals to, this can be written as, पहले मैं इसको लिख रहा हूँ, so del f by del x then delta x, similarly del f by delta y plus del f by del y dash then delta y dash. Okay, and so on. So we are not writing higher order terms, we are writing only up to first order terms, and this is denoted by delta f, deflection of the function f. And since f is a function of x, y and y dash, so deflection is given by del f by del x delta x, del f by del y delta y, plus del f by del y dash delta y dash. Okay, now we have very important equation, Euler's equation. This is the basic, you can say that the basic equation of calculus of variation, Euler's equation. Necessary condition for jy is extremum is delta jy is equal to 0. What is jy? Jy we have already seen. What is the meaning of jy? This jy is basically this jy. Jy is x1 to x2 I xy y dy by dx dx. Okay, this is our jy. Okay, so our interest is in to find out the maxima and minima. So to optimize this jy, basically we can use this Euler's equation. Okay, so the necessary condition for jy is extremum. Extremum means maxima or minima, is that the deflection of jy should be 0. This is the meaning. Okay, so now this is the necessary and sufficient condition, and this is based on the calculus. So now this is basically, let's see the graphical way of this. This is our curve. ये हमारा curve है, which is fixed at this end ay dash and by dash. ये दोनों end पे fixed है. Okay, इसमें कोई deflection नहीं है. अब यहाँ पर हमने इसमें छोटा सा deflection डाला डेल्टा y का. ओके, अब क्योंकि दोनों एंड पे तो फिक्स्ड है हमारा, यहाँ पर हमने छोटा सा डिफ्लेक्शन डाला है डेल्टा वाई. ओके, तो जो हमारा जो डिफ्लेक्शन है इस फंक्शनल में वो 0 होना चाहिए, सो दैट वी हैव एक्सट्रीमम वैल्यू. इस कॉन्सेप्ट का हम इस्तेमाल करेंगे और इसी से हमारी इक्वेशन बन के आएगी. सो डेल्टा जे वाई इज इक्वल्स टू डेल्टा, व्हाट इज जे वाई? जे वाई इज बेसिकली ए टू बी आई डी एक्स. इफ यू विल सी हियर, jy is what? A to b, x1 x2 की जगह a to b and I dx. Okay, I is a function of x, y and y dash, so I dx. Okay, now you can have this delta. When you take this delta inside this integral, so we have a to b delta I dx is equals to 0, because this is the right hand side 0. Okay, so now delta jy is equal to a to b delta I dx is equal to, but I is a function of x, y and y dash. Okay, so based on this, here delta I, here delta f, so this can be written as this. That means del by I by del x delta x, f की जगह क्या हो गया है I, so delta I by delta y plus delta I by delta y dash and delta dx is equal to 0. ठीक, so this is equal to 0. This is equation number 1. Now you will see that here, let us assume that there is no variation in x direction. आप देख सकते हैं variation is in only y direction. We have not taken any variation in the x direction. No, we have not stretched in this way. We stretched in the y direction. Okay, हम जो stretching कर रहे हैं वो सिर्फ y direction में कर रहे हैं, x में कुछ नहीं कर रहे हैं. They are the end only. We have not इनको rotate या stretch नहीं कर रहे हैं. हाँ, y direction में हम stretch कर रहे हैं. Okay, so that's why delta x is 0. So when delta x is 0, so this term is 0 due to this factor, and hence delta jy is equal to a to b delta I by delta y plus delta I by delta y dash dx is equal to 0. This is equation number 2. Now let us consider the this term. So integral a to b delta I by delta y dash, that means this term, which can be written as integral a to b delta I by delta y dash, delta y dash को हम क्या लिख सकते हैं dy by dx dx. Okay, but from the note number 1, if you will see note number 1, we can interchange d and delta, so this can be written as d by dx of delta y. Okay, so this can be written as d by dx of delta y dx using note number 1. Now integrate This is first function, this is second function. So first function as it is, integral of this will be delta y. Delta y from limit a to b minus integral a to b. Now the derivative of this function, first function, so d by dx of delta I by delta y dash. Integral of second function, so we get only delta y and dx. Okay. Now here at this end point a, there is no deflection in y direction. Similarly, at this point there is no deflection in y direction. Hence, this delta y will be 0, as no variation in y at a and b point. That is delta y is 0 at here and here. दोनों end पे कोई deflection नहीं है. They are a fixed end. They are a fixed end. Hence, this will be 0. Minus a to b d by dx of this term delta y dx. So minus integral a to b d by dx of delta I by delta y dash delta y dx. This is equation number 3. Fine. Now substitute this value herein. So delta jy is equal to a to b, this term delta I by delta y, and in place of this we are having this term. So minus d by dx of delta I by delta y dash delta y, and then dx, this dx, because this is common here. Okay, this is equal to 0. So basically हमने इसको उठा के यहाँ पे रख दिया है. Now a to b you can take delta y common. So del a to b delta I by delta y minus d by dx of delta I by delta y dash, and then delta y dx is equal to 0. Now because हमें तो वेरिएशन निकालना था, आपने देखा होगा here for example here we can take any curve, कोई भी हम ले सकते थे. Similarly in other one, तो y में तो हम कोई भी वेरिएशन लेंगे. सो इसका मतलब ये सबके लिए ट्रू होना चाहिए. ये तभी ट्रू होगा सबके लिए जब ये क्वांटिटी ज़ीरो होगी, ये इंटीग्रल की वैल्यू ज़ीरो, क्योंकि सभी तरह के y के लिए है. तो इसका मतलब ये तभी पॉसिबल है जब ये वाला टर्म ज़ीरो हो. ओके. सो डेल्टा y इज आर्बिट्रेरी है, क्योंकि हमने कहा था स्टार्टिंग में, इफ़ यू हैव सीन हियर, we have already written this. What we want is to find the particular function y equal to that gives to 1 its minimum or maximum value. Okay, so y जो है and different choices of y. The first problem of the calculation involves the comparison of the various values of assumed by one when different choices of y. यानी कि this is true for different choices of y. So this is only possible when this integrand will be 0. So delta I by delta y minus d by dx of delta I by delta y dash is equal to 0. And this is basically the necessary condition for the extremum known as Euler's equation. This is very important equation. Okay. So now what we have next is this note. Del I by del y minus d by dx of delta by del y dash. This is known as the GOT-X. If you have seen this here, so del by del y minus d by dx of del y dash. This is basically the GOT-X and denoted by capital D. This is GOT-X derivative. Okay. Next note, if x is a function of uv, y is also a function of u and v. So this integral I is basically either we can have u v dash du, or either we have I v u dash dv. Here du, here dv. Okay. So if we have this integral, then the Euler's equation will be this: del I by del v minus d by du del I by del v dash is equal to 0. If we have this type of integral, then the Euler's equation will be del I by del u minus d by del v del I by del u dash is equals to 0. Okay. Now this is the another form of Euler's equation. This is the another alternate form, del I by del x minus d by dx of I minus y dash del I by del y dash. This is equal to 0. There is a bracket. So this is alternate form. ये एक alternate form है. Sometimes this is very useful. Okay. So now we have some problems. Let's see. So we have this problem. Example number 1. integral 0 to 1 2x y dash plus 2y dash x square dx, where y at 0 is 0, y at 1 is 2. This is already given to you. Okay, so find the functional, और functional हमें find out करना है क्या इसकी वैल्यू आएगी फंक्शनल की. So what is I? If you compare with the standard equation, then what is I? I is this function 2x y square 2y dash x square. ओके, यूलर्स इक्वेशन का इस्तेमाल करेंगे. सो यू नीड डेल आई बाय डेल वाई, बिकॉज दिस इज द यूलर्स इक्वेशन. सो यू नीड डेल आई बाय डेल वाई एंड डेल आई बाय डेल वाई डैश. ओके, दिस इज आई. So find del I by del y, which is 4xy, del I by del y dash, which is 2x square. Substitute these values in this equation, Euler's equation. So del I by del y minus d by dx of del I by del y dash is equal to 0. So this is 4xy minus d by dx of 2x square is equal to 0. So 4xy minus 4x is equal to 0. You can take 4x common. So 4x into y minus 1 is equal to 0. And since x is here, if you will see, because our interest is in the function y, so y minus 1 will be 0, so y is equal to 1. Here solution exists, but this is not, but this not satisfy the boundary conditions. आप देख सकते हैं y की वैल्यू या तो 0 आ रही है या 2 आ रही है, y इक्वल टू 1 तो आ ही नहीं रही है. इसका मतलब this solution will not satisfy our boundary conditions. Okay, hence a solution does not exist. तो इसका solution exist नहीं करेगा. क्यों? क्योंकि y is equal to 1 is our curve. ये हमारा कर्व है. अब इस कर्व की वैल्यू ना तो 0 है ना 2 है, इसकी तो 1 है. Hence this will not satisfy the boundary condition and hence this solution does not exist. Okay, now the second example. Here is this integral 0 to 1 y square plus 2xy y dash dx. Y at 0 is 1, y at 1 is 2. So here I is y square plus 2x y y dash. So del I by del y is 2y plus 2x y dash and del I by del y dash is 2xy. Now from the extremum, this is the Euler's equation. Del I by del y minus d by dx of 2 delta I by del y dash is equal to 0. Del I by del y is what? 2y plus 2xy dash minus d by dx. Del I by del y dash is 2xy is equal to 0. So 2y plus 2xy dash minus, इसको डिफ्रेंशिएट किया with respect to x. तो जब हमने x के रिस्पेक्ट में किया तो we get 2y, और जब हमने x को कांस्टेंट रखा y को किया तो y डैश. सो कैंसिल हो गया, 2y से 2y, 2xy से 2xy डैश, दिस इज इक्वल टू 0. सो ये इक्वेशन आप देख सकते हो, हमें आइडेंटिटी मिलती है यहाँ, आइडेंटिटी. सो यूलर्स इक्वेशन सेटिस्फाइज आइडेंटिकली. ओके, सो हमें क्या मिलेगा आफ्टर दिस? इफ यू हैव सीन व्हाट इज द यूलर्स इक्वेशन, वी हैव this is exactly satisfied by 0. Hence 0 to 1 d by dx of x y square dx is equal to, तो आइडेंटिकली 0 हो गया. तो हमें क्या मिलेगा? हम इसको लिख सकते हैं, इस पूरे को हम लिख सकते हैं टोटल डेरिवेटिव, विच इज नथिंग बट एक्स वाई होल स्क्वायर dx. ओके, सो दिस इज द xy whole square 0 to 1, which is nothing but this. x equal to 1 पे ये वैल्यू हो जाएगी 1 into y at 1 square minus 0. So 4 minus 0 is 4. So this problem is not a problem of calculus of variation, क्योंकि ये आइडेंटिटी हमें मिल रही है. हमें तो कर्व चाहिए था, यहाँ तो कुछ कर्व मिल नहीं रहा है, तो 0 इक्वल टू 0 मिल रहा है, तो आइडेंटिटी मिल रही है. एंड दैट्स व्हाई दिस इज नॉट द प्रॉब्लम ऑफ related with calculus of variation. Okay, so in the next video, here we have furthermore some problems. Example number 3, integral 1 to 2 y dash whole square plus 2y y dash plus y square dx. Okay, y at 1 is 1, y at 2 is 0. So what is I? I is y1 whole square plus 2y y whole square plus y square. So del I by del y is 2y dash plus 2y. Del I by del y dash is 2y dash plus 2y. So for the extremum, this is the Euler's equation. So put the values. So we get del I by del y minus d by dx of del I by del y dash is equal to 0. So del I by del y means 2y dash plus 2y minus d by dx of del I by del y dash 2y dash plus 2y is equal to 0. So 2y dash plus 2y minus इसको डिफरेंशिएट किया, so 2y डबल डैश माइनस 2y dash is equal to 0. This is cancel out with this, so we get y double dash minus y is equal to 0. So after solving this we get y is equal to a cos hyperbolic x plus b sin hyperbolic x. और इसको आप e की फॉर्म में भी कर सकते थे, एक्सपोनेंशियल में भी कर सकते थे, ठीक, बट दिस इज अल्टरनेट सॉल्यूशन. इसका एक सॉल्यूशन ये भी हो सकता था y इज इक्वल टू सम a e रेज टू द पावर x प्लस b e रेज टू द पावर माइनस x. ओके, ये भी हो सकता था. आप ये भी लिख सकते हो, आप ये भी लिख सकते हो. ओके, नो प्रॉब्लम. Now the boundary condition, y at 1 is 1, y at 2 is 0. So find out a and b. So a is given by this, b is given by this. So this will be solution. So basically either this will be the solution or this will be the solution, where a and b can be evaluated with the help of this. So a is given by this, b is given by this. Okay. Example number 4. We have this surface a to b 2 pi y ds. So our aim is, we are basically having a curve which is revolving about x-axis. So aim is to find out the surface area. So a to b 2 pi y ds, 2 pi a to b, what is y, and ds is nothing but square root of 1 plus y whole square dx. Okay, so this is our I. So what is I is this integral, this y square root of 1 plus y1 whole square. So now del I by del y will be square root of 1 plus y1 whole square, and del I by del y dash is equal to, these are the partial derivatives. So this will be y upon 2 1 plus y1 whole square raised to the power minus half. Okay, into 2y dash. So after multiplying, 2 is cancelled out with 2. So y into y dash 1 plus y1 whole square raised to the power minus half. Now substitute these values in the Euler's equation. So here we are using the second form of Euler's equation. Second form of Euler's equation we have already mentioned earlier. Here this alternate form, because when you use its standard form, जब आप इसकी standard form use करेंगे, जो ये वाली है, इसमें कुछ प्रॉब्लम आएगी. आप खुद ट्राई करके देखना, you will face some problem. That's why rather than using this form we are using the second form. So del I by del x minus d by dx of I minus y dash del I by del y dash is equal to 0. Del I by del x, क्योंकि x है ही नहीं यहाँ, so 0 minus d by dx I is y square root of 1 plus y1 whole square minus y dash, and del I by del y dash is this. So y1 divided by square root of 1 plus y1 whole square. This is equal to dx is this 0. So हम क्या करेंगे, इसको माइनस डी बाई डी एक्स ऑफ, इसको सिंप्लीफाई किया. सो वाई 1 प्लस वाई वन होल स्क्वायर माइनस वाई इंटू वाई वन होल स्क्वायर डिवाइडेड बाय स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 1 प्लस वाई वन होल स्क्वायर. दिस इज स्क्वायर रूट, दिस इज इक्वल टू 0. ओके, सो हियर so minus d by dx, after simplification of this we get y upon square root of 1 plus y1 whole square. This is equal to 0. इसको इंटीग्रेट किया तो ये हो जाएगा y अपॉन स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 1 प्लस वाई वन होल स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू c. c इज अ कांस्टेंट, सो y स्क्वायर इज इक्वल्स टू c स्क्वायर इंटू 1 प्लस वाई वन होल स्क्वायर. सो c स्क्वायर वाई वन होल स्क्वायर इज इक्वल्स टू वाई स्क्वायर माइनस c स्क्वायर. So y1 whole square is y square by y square minus c square divided by c square. That means y1 is, दोनों साइड में स्क्वायर रूट ले लिया तो स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ वाई स्क्वायर माइनस सी स्क्वायर बाई सी स्क्वायर, दोनों साइड में इंटीग्रेट कर दिया. सो इंटीग्रल डी वाई अपॉन, इसको मैं इधर ले आता हूँ लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में. सो स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ वाई स्क्वायर माइनस सी स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू इंटीग्रल, इसको मैं लिख सकता हूँ 1 बाय सी स्क्वायर. सो 1 बाय सी हो जाएगा आफ्टर टेकिंग स्क्वायर रूट. So 1 by c dx. Okay, so this is nothing but cos hyperbolic inverse y by c. ये हो जाएगा x by c plus c b. b is any other constant. So y by c क्या हो जाएगा, दोनों साइड का अगर मैं cos hyperbolic लूँ तो y by c is cos hyperbolic x by c plus b. So y is equals to c cos hyperbolic x by c plus b, and this is nothing but the equation of a catenary. So this is basically a catenary. Okay, तो आज के लिए इतना बहुत है. In the next class we will discuss about the general fixed end problem. हम इसको और जनरलाइज कर देंगे. सो वी विल डिस्कस दिस इन द नेक्स्ट वीडियो. ओके, थैंक यू.